I know he said that he's going to try to be more careful in watching her because he said like 2 weeks ago she was only supposed to be working or playing 60 minutes a match, and next thing playing like whole 90s and stuff. So it's like, yeah, I'm sure he needs to sit down.
Smart.
Oh, live. What's up? What's up? What's up? I am Crunk Chocolate. I am here with my show bros, Sharpie Charlie, and this person you can't see at the moment. Surprise! It'll be Tom Bomb.
Sorry, I'm doing this on my phone, so I had to look up the lineup myself. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no. Oh yeah, and I don't know if you can see it on the phone when I pull it up on here.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, how are we doing? How are we feeling?
So I'm really trying to make sure that, okay, first of all, the club had the largest win in its history in this week, right? Like you can't deny that. Like the biggest win ever, right?
Oh.
Is the team locked in enough to be like, okay, that's a different competition, and now we're going to be focused on this competition and this opponent. So I think that this will truly be a test of um, Gareth Taylor's skill, because I've said this before and I'll say it again. I still think that Matt Beard might be the best manager in the league. Um, and just because he does not necessarily have the talent that other teams have, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's not a good coach.
That's fair. That's very fair.
It's very balanced, and I expect nothing less from a big J journalist like Tom Baum. I'm gonna be a straight up fan right now. We got to whip some ass today.
Let's go.
No, coming off that big win, you do have to like switch, right? And the men do it all the time because we're used to doing it on that side. The women is the new experience now. You can do it for the Conti Cup or the FA Cup, but that's a whole nother level when you have Barca come to your home, you beat them 2-0. Like it's an amazing achievement, and it's not the end of everything, right? And so I'm excited. I think with this lineup, as we'll talk about soon, like we have the players to do it. Now, do I think Liverpool's gonna, ship goals at Anfield? God no. Like I think it's gonna be a tough match, but I feel like we'll be able to somehow get 3 points there.
Yeah, it's the match being in Anfield is what worries me a little bit. But I don't know, just the idea of it. I think it's gonna make.
Kronk, you got some feedback. Can you hear Tom? Or was it just me? Okay.
I can hear it.
All right. I'm sorry. I'll switch out. You good, Tom? You good, Kronk? Go ahead.
I hear it also, but it is gone at this moment. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm worried about that. Let's pull up this starting 11. Do we do us or the Scousers first? Who should we do?
We always do us first.
Yeah, do us first. Yeah, winners first.
Sometimes when it's lesser teams, we just get done and over with. But
we'll respect Liverpool enough to say, we'll talk about it a little bit.
Okay, so we got Yamashita. I'll just go through the thing and we'll figure out the starting 11. Oh man, I wish we need to go back to the old ways. Anyway, Yamashita, Alexandri, Greenwood as our captain, Fowler, Roard, Hemp, Wahabi, Park, Kasparai, Shaw, and Hasagawa. Like Sharpie was saying right before we went live, or it was in the middle of us going live, no Miedema, but we have Roard, which is good because she didn't play much against Barca, right?
Mute. Tom, what did you say? You on mute?
Oh, sorry. She played the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. And it was shocking because Miedema played so much and it was so much pressing and running and everything. And then, Roard came in for 10 minutes. I was very shocked. So I am happy to see that that's happened. Miedema isn't even on the bench. So I am hoping that it is more of a precautionary thing than I'm sure she's just exhausted, like they had her working. I truly have never seen Miedema on like working so hard defensively. Like obviously, she's a robot, all the things she can do offensively and attacking, clean, calm, cool presence, but just the amount of work that she was doing in the second third, the last third, defensively, it was beautiful to see from her against Barca.
Well deserved rest. How do we feel about this midfield time? We got, Hasagawa as the six, of course, and then you got Roard and Jess Park. You think it's what we need, or would you want to make any changes?
It is what we need, yes. And you know how on the men's side, we're like, oh man, when are we ever going to give our defensive midfielder a rest?
No, it's not happening. Hasagawa's not getting a break. We know this. Like, come on. Didn't she play every match last year?
She did play every match last year, yes. And we didn't play nearly as many matches as we're finna play
Hey,
this.
hey. Gareth said it's only six more. You'll be all right. It's just a couple more group stage matches. You'll live. You'll make it.
I'm hoping that, because I think in preseason what we saw is Laura Coombs play that position. At some point, it would be nice in this match, maybe in the last 30 minutes of this match, we could see Laura Coombs come in um, and play those last 30 minutes for Yui, just so that we can say that, oh, we're not taxing Yui and giving her, like, playing her 90 minutes and
How far
three
ahead
consecutive.
do we be for that to happen?
What's that?
How far ahead do we have to be for that to happen?
3-0.
It's not happening. So I hope on Wednesday she can get a break towards the end of that match in Champions League. Like the same way Viv gets a break, got a break. Hey, 75, 80, come out, relax, and then get ready for the weekend. Because this is like the third match in this period of like 5 matches in 2 weeks or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
it's, you manage those minutes. And like same with Bunny, right? Bunny gets her brace today or scores a goal. We're up 2-0. Okay, Bunny, come on out. Get ready for Wednesday. The rotation of the front five is going to be really important, front six. The defenders, I'm happy to see Wahhabi back though. And see her like I love when she's on the left. It just works.
Yeah.
Very solid out there. So yeah, I don't. It's almost getting. I mean, I will say this, Crunk. You made a point. I don't know. I think it was in the Slack. You were talking about Yamashita, and could you tell the audience like what your thoughts are on like how she's developing in our system?
Yeah.
Those
Yes.
that point.
And it's really funny because if you look at Keating and Yamashita, it's very much like Ederson and Ortega, where one is very much the distribution keeper and the other one is very much the shot blocking. We have seen Ortega's distribution grow significantly over the last year and a half. Yamashita visibly still does not feel comfortable. She can only go to her right. Yes, her right. And you want her to kick it to the left because you can see that the defense has made those adjustments, but she just doesn't feel very comfortable. So then she like timidly kicks it up. And I do believe she's going to make that with time. And then there was also a Gareth Taylor. He was kind of explaining what he expects from his midfield when they receive the ball. It was actually wonderful because there are times where I've watched Yui receive the ball and it's almost like she's running into possible defenders. And then she makes that turn, and the next thing you know, she has all this open space to like ping it over to the edge. And that is in Gareth's stuff. He wants basically to be closer to the midfield to draw them in, but you have to be brave. And that's specifically what he said is be brave. You have to receive that, turn and move up the pitch, which is why Yui can never rest because Yui is the only one who consistently, I don't want to say nobody else does, she's the only one on the squad at this moment consistently who can take the ball, see who's coming in on her, and turn out of that trouble, or at least comfortably relay it to somebody else. Blinky, Laura Blinkilde Brown, when she was on, respect to her, she's new to the team, so I completely understand it. Whenever she would receive that ball, like Gareth was taking with her back to our goal, she immediately would always hit it back. Every single time. I'm pretty sure she got it like 10 times, and in 9 out of 10, she hit it back. And after a while, the defenders know that that's what she's going to do, so then they don't even have to press her. They can just quickly anticipate the next pass, and it got us in trouble. So with time, with her confidence, with our new players, they'll get there. But yeah, thanks for that, Sharpie. I didn't think it was that good of a point. Actually, I did think it was that good of a point, but
You're damn right it was a good point. Hold on
Yeah,
now. Sometimes we gotta bring things out of the group chat so that way
that's
people
right.
can hear the brilliance. And this is the same man who's like, I don't do tactics, I do vibes. Shut that shit up. You out here talking tactics like the rest of us, bro.
Well, I think it was so funny that specific video in particular. Like, I think that we get on Gareth so often about like not having any personality and not being inspired. Like, when he was up at that little magnet board, like talking about that with the Sky Sports person, like you could tell that he was in, like, this is his shit.
Hell
Like
yeah.
tactics is his shit. So like he would like this kind of showed a passion of the coach that it's like, oh, I didn't know that this existed.
I think that's
Tom, to that point, wasn't because I'm sorry, was Gareth Taylor the one who went out and got Yui from West Ham? Because that happened before Neil's, right? Or was that Neil signing?
No, that was Gareth.
yeah.
Okay, and I think I say that just to clarify that, like when he's talking about that position, he knows it's Yui, right? He's talking about her, and like he has one, like this is his Rodri, right? Like it's the same idea. Like you are perfect for this position. It's not about stature; it's about skill set. And like when you know that you have the best six in the league, and I would say definitely top, five in the world. You want that person, like she is the fulcrum of the team. And when she goes and like we get in transition now, are we going to be clinical in the final third? Are we going to make the right pass, the right final pass? Who knows? But Yui's going to get us there. And it's coming every team, and like somehow they can never stop it. Like it's really dope. She's going to get the ball at some point. She's going to turn and go, spray the right pass, or just say, nope, reset. Let's go back. It didn't work out. Like I'm not going to press it. And I think like that passion, like there's a reason the team has gotten better, right? Like I remember like when we first started this shit, right? Gareth Taylor was understandably like in the trenches. And, like people were like, hey, is he gonna last? But it's
Mhm.
like every season of our show, every season that he's been together with this squad, they've improved, and that's
Yeah.
all you can ask for a manager, like to get better. Now, do we want to bring home the WSL trophy? Yes. Do we want to see Champions League quarterfinals? Yes. But like to get to the quarterfinals, you got to make it to the group stage. We did that now. You beat Barca, you almost guaranteed to go to the quarters now, like or the round of 16 or whatever. Like we're gonna move out of the group. So it's just like I love the progression and like the passion and more, like you said, Crunk, early, like it was very robotic answers at the pressers. Now it's like, no, like I'm gonna talk to you, like you're gonna hear me, and the players definitely respond.
Yeah, man. Oh, I love this team so much. Oh, just watching just the Barca Femini fans just for the rest of this week just lose their absolute minds for no.
Crash the F out.
It's Friday and they're still tweeting about this match. It's like, what are you doing? What are
So,
you doing?
hey, it's hard. You got taking L's when you ain't used to taking L's, bro. I've done it in life. When you lose and you used to winning, that L hurts that first time. Now you don't want to do it again. Do I think the return match at Camp Nou or wherever we played them is gonna be different? Yes.
Yes.
It's gonna feel a little bit different, maybe, but yeah, they're gonna have to hold that L for a minute. It's gonna be about a
Well,
month.
that and the fact, like, okay, we're talking about this league match game for Man City women, right? Like, we know it's
Mhm.
a pretty good, a fairly decent opponent at uh, an environment that we haven't necessarily played that opponent at, right?
Yeah.
Who did Barcelona play this weekend in their league?
Oh,
Like,
that's the problem is they don't ever play anybody.
unless they're like, and
They
I
play
know that they're
Espanol
not.
today.
And I know that they're not playing anyone of note in their league because it's the Real Derby or the Madrid Derby is this week, and those are the only two other teams of note in that league.
Mhm.
Like so, like when you play in a farmers league, like you're not used to lose.
Yeah, especially
Yeah,
when
that,
like City, they came out from the jump on 110. Like I was shocked at the intensity, and it's what you have to do against a team like Barca. And naturally, they weren't able to keep that energy for two halves because that's a lot of running. But
Right,
they were able to get ahead and just hold on for dear life.
I will say this. It's even more impressive what these women did because in the prior two matches, Barca won 10-1 against Granada and 8-1 against Madrid CFF. That is ridiculous. 18 goals in two games. You can't do that shit in training. Like, so to go from 18 goals in two games to
No.
zero, hold that zero. And we don't play them again until December 18th. It's the last match of the group stage when we probably won't even need it.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
could you
we'll have
imagine City going to fucking Barca and then literally playing like a bunch of teenagers because there's no
dog.
money? Could you imagine the fandom then?
Oh gosh, like we'll do it. We'll give it, but it's not like we'll need it to advance. Like it'll
Yeah,
be
Right.
positioning and all that. But yeah, okay, we got to play Liverpool today. Sorry, sorry,
I
sorry.
know I haven't even shown Liverpool, which is I love this. This is how great of a week we've had. I mean, we can normally talk about City women plenty, but we have been able to just enjoy this revel.
Really give them the focus.
Yes, and it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to get it tonight too because all we have to do is preview a men's match. Other than that, we can dig into all the conversations about City women, and I'm very much looking forward to it. All right, Liverpool. See, they have the old school way. Laws, Perry, Clark. Is it Bonner or Boner?
Bonner.
Bonner.
Bonner, I assume. Okay. Matthews. Oh, Hens is their captain. Oh, oof.
Gosh, just what a woman.
Agano, Horbinger, Capox, Smith, and Roman.
Mm-hmm.
I To me, there is not a more front to back player in that like she can play both as a defender and like she's gonna put as a wing back in this system. But you could play her as a left outside back. You could play her as a left winger. Taylor Hines' versatility is just so key. Like, just some of the distribution like that she has from the back is just lovely, just beautiful. And I think that Kopax and Smith have already been beneficiaries of that once, at least this season. Um, I'm not. I'm always concerned when teams play wing backs against us because it's just a different look than we're used to, and it's kind of just hard to get a bead on players like Hines um, getting up and down the pitch. Uh, so I think that that's going to be my uh, thing to look at is just how um, how close the wingers or how much communication the wingers and the outside backs are going to be for City in communication when those players get forward or when those players are dropping back and it's five at the back. Um, and so, like, because you'll need the wingers to help defend them when we don't have the ball, and then we'll need the fullbacks to help break them down when we have the ball and they're sitting back and playing at five across the back.
Wasn't Taylor Hines the one that got that goal on us last year? It was like Galago. I feel like
Yes.
she came in
Yeah.
from the left. Yeah, hit that
Yeah.
beauty.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I hate that she's so beautiful because I need her to not do well. Like I don't like rooting against black women. It's literally my least favorite thing to do in this world. But today you might as well be Candace Owens. I can't have you be successful. I want nothing good for you. I hope you can't place a pass. I hope you trip over your feet. No, again, no injuries, but let's hope it's a terrible game. We need a piss poor 3 out of 10 performance. That would be great, Taylor. Sorry. But no, like you said about the manager, like they always play us tough. And I looked at their results so far this season. They started off with 2 draws. Then they lost in the League Cup 0-2, and then they had that shootout last week with Spurs. As we see Spurs just ships goals. So I wonder, like, I'm sure they will say, hey, we're at Anfield. We want to go for the 3 points. They're sitting fifth in the table, level with Arsenal. So they nick a point, great. They nick 3 points, amazing. They just want to leave here with something. They're on their Denzel Washington today. And that's what this setup tells me. So I think they're going to try to hit us on the counter? Of course. That's the only way you're going to score against City. You're not breaking us down. They're not going to have 60% possession like Barca. So they're going to try to hit us on the counter. Is our back line going to be alert? I do love Casabra's recovery speed. We know Wahhabi has less of that, but we have Alexandria as like the ultimate sweeper, I think. So, and we saw what she did saving that goal against Barca. Like that woman's amazing. So I see us holding them to less than 40% possession. They get a couple shots on target. Yamashita's got to step up. We know this game script. I'm going to say City win 2-0 at Anfield.
They seem to love clean sheets. That I've heard on multiple accounts that defense is their focus. Yes, They know.
Look what happened last year. Yeah.
And I think it's just because they know they can score with anybody. So they're just like, and I also think it's the fear from last year because we lost because of goal difference and it just being able to keep a team from scoring one extra goal here and there was the
Mm-hmm.
difference between us winning. Well, Chelsea ran away with it at the end, but we also didn't have money. Either way, but it's just like I think they're focusing on, hey, if we gave away one goal here last year, let's give away none. If we gave away 3 goals last year, let's give away 2. Let's give away 1, and that's
Mm-hmm.
really all you need to do is just progress better than last year. And
Mm-hmm.
we're seeing a lot of the same players as last year. The difference is this year, and Gareth has said it, he has players that he actually trusts to put in and play and rotate and rest. And that has been most key. And for that, I'm eternally thankful for Double N's 2 years here at the club for really helping strengthen the squad. And obviously, he did such a good job. The vibes at Man City Women are so immaculate that Nils was like, I know I haven't managed in like a decade, but this looks like really fun. I miss this. I'm going to get back into this.
Right.
So I just really think that is just so amazing from the club. I was so worried about losing Goder and all our other keeper, or the previous keeper coach, and there was another assistant that we missed out. I truly was so worried about that. The homie Kian at the beginning of the summer sent me on LinkedIn. Man City, they had like job openings, and it was like 7 openings. I was like, oh no, what are we gonna do? And look at us. Look at us. And with that, I'm gonna stick with the clean sheet since this is the one team I can actually put a clean sheet on. So yeah, 2-0. I would like to say like 4, because obviously Liverpool can give up the goals. You would think that at home they'll be better, but I don't know. I just feel like these ladies feel just so inspired after beating down Barca that they know that a draw could ruin all momentum, at least media wise. Obviously, in the locker room, they're fine, but I think people are waiting for City to slip up to then be like, hey, Barca was a fluke.
Yeah.
That's great motivation. I'm sure Gareth is going to do that. Go ahead, Tom.
Charlie, I think you'll appreciate this comp. Kirsten Kasperai is Woso Riley Moss.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
like
Yes.
sneaky athletic. Like,
So
how did
sneaky
you do
athletic,
that?
bro.
Like,
Just a real baller out there. You're like, wait, where? Let's look at your lineage, Casper, because
right.
what else been there? Because I don't see this type of athleticism normally. It's a little different. You know what it is? She kind of like it's almost like the evolution of Lucy Bronze, right?
Yeah.
We know Lucy Bronze has like power, pace, like has all those things. But I will level with you. I think Casper is a better defender right now. If she is
Yes.
good going forward, I'm not sure, but that's not her job. Her job is defender. So she defends very, very well. You stick on the right side, shut down. It's Casper Island out there.
That's right.
Good luck.
Did
Good
y'all
luck to
see that?
everybody.
Did y'all see that? The tweet where I think it was either Sky or BBC was like, and here's Lucy Bronze translating for Myra Ramirez. What can't
What
she
can
do? And like the answer to the tweet and all of the quote tweets being the
defend,
same thing.
defend, defend. Defend in a World Cup final. Defend, like, I mean, hey, we all have our flaws. Nobody's perfect. You can't be all things for all people.
Oh,
Uh, what you got, Tom? What's your score?
um, I think that this one's going to see a lot of goals.
Ooh, fun.
I actually got 5-2 in this one.
Ooh, a shootout.
Yeah,
Hey,
that'd be really fun.
that'd be
yeah.
great. That'd be Sunday. That'll keep me awake. Because I
And
normally
I
get
think I
sleepy
think it
after
would
this.
be I think it would be appropriate for Anfield for a City Liverpool match to be kind of a shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want Bunny to get a brace at Anfield and just like shut them the hell up. That'd be so great.
Oh
Sea
man.
of red, silent red. Oh, I can't. I
Oh,
need it, Bunny.
see a red silent like Emirates was yesterday.
Literally.
Boop.
Yeah. 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 They won't be
Although,
born their manager though, but boy, that man, Jonah, white mediocrity, the white male privilege of mediocrity. Oh
see,
God.
and this is the crazy part. Like Sonia Bon Pasteur went into the Emirates and played like, yeah, no, I'm gonna say it. She played Simeone ball
Mhm.
at
Uh-huh.
the Emirates and got
Yeah.
away with it.
Yes. on purpose. Like
On
that's the
purpose.
tactic. You knew what it was. They can't score. We're not going to give you a bunch of opportunities. Good luck, and
Mhm.
we gonna hit ours. And once we hit it, you're done. We're locking shit up, and they shut up shop. God bless. Everything that Maya Ramirez stands for. Love you, love you, uh, Macario. It's so nice to see her healthy
Yeah, I
as
know.
Yeah.
as a U.S. Women's National Team fan. Last question. I know we're running late, but is Kelly ever going to start consistently, or is she like I
Uh,
don't? I'm okay. I mean, we winning, but I'm just like, damn, like,
she got to be. Well, at this point, she's got to be so deep in the doghouse because I like. Deeply asked me on the last episode of the 12, like
yeah.
if I thought that Mary Fowler would start against Barcelona, and I said no
Mhm.
because I thought that Gareth had showed like it looked to me that Fagino and Fowler and Hemp were his wingers, like that was who he was rolling with, and I think that based off of form, Fowler has basically said no, this is my spot,
Mhm.
like. I
She,
can't like this me right like
Watching a player take a spot is so dope. It's like, no. This is my shit now. Like,
yeah
I'm
exactly
running
no
this.
no this is
yeah,
mine.
I'm
last
the captain now.
yeah,
Okay.
out of nowhere, taking it over last year and holding on to it. And what
Good on Gareth.
Yeah, and what I will say is when Chloe CK comes on, she doesn't look great. She does, and that honestly, what I remember is honestly, Sharpie, you 2 years ago were like, hey, she gets us a lot of opportunities and chances, but like nothing really comes of it. So it's like I'm not sure if it's her and her efficiency in supplying her players better. Do the players need to score more off of what she's applying? I don't know. There's just something missing. And it does seem like when she's on, she's very much playing for herself because she's trying to prove that she needs to be started. So when she has the ball, she's looking for herself. She will pass it, but it like she does. You can tell she doesn't want to. She's not tracking back as hard. Like Mary is murdering herself every single time she's on the pitch.
Mary's a dog. She's a dog.
Virginia,
Yeah,
like she's at least running at players. You can tell that she's still thinking, but at least you can give her that where you're just like, hey, you still have the effort, but you can tell that you're still thinking things through. You're still learning. You don't feel the most comfortable. Where CK, she just comes out there and she's doing fine. She's balling, but like nothing like sparkles when she's out there anymore, which is
This is the,
unfortunate.
this is a lesson in diversity. We talk about DEI in America. You got to have some diversity, equity, and inclusion in Arsenal. Get you some color and watch what happens. You need a melanated
oh
summer next
no,
year.
they did like that's the worst part. The player, the one player of color they sent down to the South Coast, Michelle Adjuming Young, and she's down there balling.
But see, that's the thing. You can't just have the one, right? Because if you got the one, you look crazy. It's like you got to bring in like a whole concerted effort. You need a whole program, a whole vision to say we are going to integrate Arsenal. Like it got to be like 1960s America in this bitch, okay? Like you really got to go in there with say we're gonna bring like Little Rock Nine. You got to bring some kids, a whole group of black women in, and Asian women too, and South American women too. You got a lot of continents to choose from, damn it. And you motherfuckers stick in Europe,
Yeah,
like
that's
we
what
in
I'm saying. A
America.
little bit
We
of
speak.
melanin. You can even like slowly bring it in.
Come on, man. We out like y'all need better, and I feel bad because like on the men's side, that's the history of Arsenal, right? Like incredible black footballers, and so again, while they are suffering in mediocrity, we will enjoy it. But if they don't have a melanated summer, then something's off because that's what's missing. Look at Chelsea. Look at us.
Yep,
Look at United.
yep.
Gotta get some spice in there. Come on now, y'all the kings of colonialism. Like, do better.
Also, I probably would pay good money for to see uh Zeet's fight Jonas Eichel.
Yo, that tweet was so funny.
I died.
They won't find
The
me.
least you can do is let me fight them.
Hey, please let me get hands on this
The
man.
least they can do.
Like we heard Aaron early in the week. That man is despondent. I don't follow
He was
this
like,
team.
I don't.
Why?
Mm-mm. I was like, I'll check the score line, but no.
No, we know what it is. Like we know you mid, you mid. It's like me with the Broncos until they started winning again. Like, hey boys, let's go. Rally, shut down, no fly zone, baby. Until we play the Chiefs and we'll lose to y'all. But god damn it, we're gonna beat the Chargers today. Let's go. Let's
Oh,
go.
gosh. Oh man, what a wonderful show this was. I will let my show bros go so they can go and get prepped. I do want to bitch about one football. For some reason they don't show
The lineup's not ready.
Well, they refuse to show anything until after the match. Like even like the games that are playing now: Aston Villa, Leicester City, Crystal Palace, Brighton, Everton, West Ham. It says results after match, and technically United and Tottenham are done, and it still says results after match. Where are the results? It's like you can tell that they just don't have the person hired there yet, and they're
Yeah.
putting the phrases.
I'm about to go to Fat Mob for good. Like I hate ads. I'm gonna pay for it.
That's
Like
what I'm doing right now. I'm officially moving
yeah,
to Mob.
yeah, because
Boy.
it's disrespectful. Like why don't I see the lineup? The lineup it took forever to show up. Like we deserve better.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
thank you, Fat Mob, for being you.
Appreciate you. So we will be back tonight recording an episode out for you all beautiful people. Let me see what we have for this week of shows.
Old school notebook. Hear that page turn?
Right?
That's that real OG shit. That's that 20th century shit for y'all.
We
All
got
right.
Tosin on Tuesday coming through. Wednesday, we have Breaking Bread for the Wolverhampton match. The homie Joshua Buckley, a whole lot of Wolves will be through. And then Friday afternoon, I will be bringing on Part of the Pride, which is an Aston Villa women's podcast.
Ooh.
So I will be on with them Friday at 3 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. British summertime. I need to figure out when that time zone changes because I know it's coming up for our match against City Women on Sunday at 6:15 a.m.
No kickoff show then, y'all. Good luck.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna
God
let y'all
bless.
know we're not doing a kickoff show
You
right
might
now.
see what catch us on the Twitters. You at 9 p.m. on Tuesday? 9 p.m. Eastern or 8 Central on Tuesday?
Yes, 8 Central, 9. Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Ready. Let's do it. Let's have
All
a
right,
great
gang. You know the vibes.
3 points.
Shady gang, shady.